Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, August 15th, 9 a.m. I'm down parked at the Highwood House. See the van down there. Nice little parking area. And it's about 6 degrees to get started. A little chilly for August, but nice for hiking. Let's go up to 21. I was parked just down the road. They just opened the gate up at 9 o'clock. I was walking back. I'm like, oh, the gate is open. So I moved my van down there. Figure it's a little safer. Yeah, this is the gravel forested trunk road 940. And head south down to Coleman and other areas. And up here's the junction at the Highwood Pass. Turn left to head out over the Highwood Pass, turn right, take you up to Longview, Alberta. And I'm going to hike Junction Hill. It's right in front of me. Just came out of the clouds when I got here. It was all clouded over. Starting to break up, but it's a loop hike, so I'm going to head up the right side and go counterclockwise. Up and around. Over there and back down. That's the plan. I did do this hike once before, but I just went straight up to the main peak up that way and back down. It was August 2017, April 2017. Be what, 9 years ago, and it was very windy. Probably one of the windiest hikes I've ever been on. Couldn't even stand at the summit. I was laying on the ground. Did a quick video. Anyways, since I've already went up that way, I figure I'll go up this way. I think I gotta walk down the road a minute. That ridge over there. Yeah, the sun's out. It's been cloudy and gray all week and raining. Last weekend was smoky. Yeah, nice to see the sun. Anyways, I'm gonna head down the road here to the right and check my map out. Well, yeah, last hike I did was Junction Falls. So today I thought, why not Junction Hill? I wanted to do the loop last time I was here and didn't do it because of the wind and snow and crap. So today's a much better day. There are some chances of thunderstorms later this afternoon, but I should be out of here by then, I'm hoping. Highwood River down below, and a whole bunch of cows. Hi, cows. See their breath. Just barely, but honestly a little chilly. You're good, guys. You're good. Cows. Alright, I believe I found the trailhead right across from this watch for fallen rocks sign. I believe we're going to sneak up around this hill through this little valley. I tell you, there's not much of a trail there. Yeah, here we go. Culvert there, it's just on the right side of it. Looking at this, I'm like, geez, I hope I'm not going up that, which you probably could, but I'm gonna sneak around the side here. Trail's a little wet and muddy. rain. Yeah, we're going up. Yeah, one thing about this trail I've read and remember, that it's not the easiest to follow in parts. There could be some route finding. Remember last time I was saved by all the flagging through the trees on the other side. Definitely helped me get through them. Not sure if the flagging's still there. Yeah. Even the trail here is pretty faint, but you can see it all the way up there. So just keep following up along this little valley and see where I get to. Well, looking back, I was just down there. And now I'm at the spot I just showed you. You can see ahead and going up this way, and then we're gonna turn to the right and up that way to gain the ridge, I guess. Yeah, so far so good. Say the grass is a tiny bit wet, but it's not real tall, so staying dry. Looks like a little strip of trees to pass through. Definitely seeing fresh footprints. Somebody's ahead of me. That's okay. Probably won't see them. They're far enough ahead of me if they're doing the loop. Yeah. Little patch of trees. We're turning a bit more to the right. Yeah. Okay, we're going up through the trees. Cool. Gorgeous morning. Hey! Making lots of noise. Yeah, staying in the trees for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, nice. Beautiful view. Awesome. There's still some flowers around. Hey! Oh yeah. There's a buddy ahead of me. There shouldn't be too many spider webs. Alright. Through here and see what's next. I came up to another nice little viewpoint, and then looks like I'm heading right back into the trees. But I heard some banging back here, but oh, who knows? Yeah, back here into the trees for a bit. Might be in the trees all the way up to the ridge, I'm not sure. See, it's first for me going up this way. Nice. Some animal parts hanging in the tree. Must be a moose, I would think. Good size. Yep, still in the trees. Working my way up. Nice. Just past those bones, I come to a split in the trail. The more defined trail goes that way, and less defined comes this way. I think they may take you to both the same spot, but this is the route I'm following, so I don't know, it doesn't make sense though. It's hardly a trail. Anyway, work my way up it. We'll see you up there. I think I figured it out. They come this way for the view. It's beauty. That's kind of where we're heading over there. But first, we gotta go up here. You can see the trail right through there, I believe. It looks like we're kind of working our way around some cliff bands here. Still in the trees. Fairly steep. I think I can see the top of the ridge up there. Isn't too far away, so should level off after that. Got a sleeping bumblebee. He's just asleep. A little wet. Waiting for it to warm up. I just popped out of the woods down there. And heading up this way. I believe that's the top of the ridge. We shall see. Pretty steep through that section, but all hikeable. Definitely nice to have the poles, especially when it's wet and slippery like today. Whew. Beautiful. Pants are definitely wetter. The bushes are soaked. But not getting through my boots, so I'm dry. All right. Up this way. Got my daily gross. Female. Anyways, when you come up into the opening up there, you basically want to head straight up towards this here dead tree. And you'll gain the ridge. And you'll look to the east. The beautiful views. Wow. And now, we're still going up, but up along the ridge and over to the peak. Awesome. A little breeze, but not too bad. What you doing, Gross? Hey. Hey, buddy. Cutie. Another one? Yeah, two of them. That one. Hi. Oh, three. You got a whole family here? You got the whole family here, bud? Yeah. Alright, that one. Got the whole family. Morning. That's a male there. You can see the orange eyebrow. Young male. Yeah. Awesome. Going up. Doesn't look too bad. Bit of a trail on the left side of these rocks. Wow, nice. Very nice. That trail's pretty good up along here. You're kind of right on the edge of this steep embankment, but not too bad. Yeah, look at Gunnery Mountain. Did that one a couple of years ago. It was probably the last time I was out this way. Haven't been out here much lately. Mount Burke. Down there. Fire lookout. Abandoned fire lookout. Did that one. Hell's Ridge right in front of me. A very long ridge. Haven't done it. Raspberry Ridge. Fire lookout. Done that many years ago. And Coyote Hills. Again, 5 or 6 years ago right there. Called a hill. It felt like a mountain that day. Maybe because we were doing a little drinking the night before, but whew, it was tough. Yeah. Starting to mellow out here a bit. On the ridge proper. Gorgeous views. Almost smells a bit like fall. The dying vegetation. It's been chilly out here though, like that's fresh snow out there from this week. Not a lot, but driving down the big four there, Bandit and Outlaw, they were pretty white. I was very surprised. for August. But yes, it snows in the mountains in August sometimes. Always have to be prepared. Yeah, and then the trees here, it's really nice. I love a good ridge walk. Who doesn't, right? Amazing. That's my destination, Junction Hill. A little bit up to go still. Really cool cloud over there. Nice. See, this whole thing was covered in cloud when I showed up a little bit earlier, and I would have been hiking up through the clouds probably. This is great. Wind seems to be picking up a tiny bit, but still pretty chill. Hey! Yeah, awesome. Another little patch of trees. Bad. When I was on vacation in Nova Scotia, I went down to visit my grandmother, and I got one of my late grandfather's old saws, folding saw, so I can actually trim some trees and stuff. There's a couple sticking out in the bush here, so I just cut them off and threw them off to the side there. Dave Vlogs would be quite happy, I'm sure. But yeah, it's nice and compact and light, folds up, got a nice case. Keep it on my belt if I want it, but I just keep it in my pack. And case there. Made in Korea. Very sharp still. So yeah, thank you, Granddad. Gonna come in a lot of use, I think. Holy Cross Mountain there. Haven't been up that one yet, a bit scrambly. Maybe someday, I don't know. And just came out of those trees. Pretty bird. Sure what that is. Oh, maybe a Townsend or whatever they're called. And then heading into these trees. Patches of trees. Nice shady spots. I just came out to this rocky cropping. See a couple, I think, deer below. Where'd you go? Huh. Oh, they're sheep. Bighorn sheep. Two of them down there. Quite far down. Hi guys. Yeah. Always cool to see. Yeah. Oh yeah, a bit of a rocky oak cropping here. I know the summit's rocky too, so gonna be some of this. I haven't seen the summit in a while. Kind of been in the trees and hills in front of me. But still a ways away. I looked on the map. About 300 meters of elevation to gain still, so definitely feeling it in the legs. Yeah, trail's been in pretty good shape. A few down trees, like I'm not gonna attempt stuff like this with my saw. be here all day, but good for little stuff. And those ones you can pretty much step over, so not concerning. Alright. Well, that last section was a bit rocky. Like nothing really scrambly, but definitely not like a dirt trail either. Nothing really sketchy. One spot I was a little close to the cliff, but not bad. Oh yeah, definitely not for a beginner hiker, I wouldn't say. I'm really enjoying it. It's awesome. Slowly going up. Let's just check out here for a second. The view. Oh yeah. Very nice. I still can't see the summit. Back there somewhere. Awesome. Well, back on some dirt. Kind of opened up a bit again. But still haven't seen the summit. I just checked the map again. I got about 200 meters elevation now. Oh, there it is. Alright. Getting closer. I'm soon gonna stop for a snack though. I'm hungry. Wow, what a nice spot to stop for a break. It's gorgeous. Just getting a little sugar rush, some chocolate macaroons. A couple mosquitoes around. When I stopped here, no wind. Absolutely no wind. Gotta love that. That's nice. Oh, so one on the summit. 2 people. Cool. Probably the ones that were ahead of me. I will be there shortly. 20 minutes or a half hour. I just came up to this rocky outcropping here. Looks like you just gotta drop down around it to the left. I believe maybe you can go over top of it, but I see a trail here, so follow it. This last little bit's been pretty nice. Not bad at all. About the midway along the ridge there where it was a bit rocky was probably the toughest section so far. I mean, that wasn't too bad. And that's the summit block up there, I believe. So, final push to the summit. Woo-hoo! I'll see you up there. Just a couple more steps. Okay, and a couple more. A little bit of a false summit. Wow. A little smoky, but not too bad. That's my route down. That's how I came up the first time. I just heard those people off in the bushes down there heading down. They must be doing the loop. All right. And almost another little false summit. But we're pretty much there. That's the one. Now, I guess I go down around that way. That's so nice. All right. See if I can hold on to you guys and the poles. Scramble down this little cliff. Okay. That's not bad, just a little rock you gotta climb up and over. And finally, the summit. Oh yeah, 360-degree views. I got a pink box. Wow, what a difference. Jeez, that is beautiful. That's the ridge I came up. Oh, wow. Holy cross. Even some fresh snow back there. That's awesome. But with the little breeze and the elevation, it's a little chilly up here. I might throw my jacket on. We'll see. Anyway, break time. Well, that was pretty awesome. Beautiful ridge hike. Loved it. No wind. I mean, there's a little breeze, but not too bad. The last time I came up here, the wind was so sketchy. I mean, it was spring too, so it was a lot colder. And I crawled up to the summit and I wouldn't even stand up. I was afraid of getting blown down into there. This is much better. I always said I'd come back and wait for a day like today, and well worth it. Don't seem to be any mosquitoes up here or anything. Got the pink box, which is getting pretty hurting with the coat of paint. We got a pen, a pencil, a granola bar just in case, and a book. Let's see here. I don't know. Looks like last person to sign was August 8th, so those people I guess didn't sign. Junction Hill, 2,233 meters above sea level. These books would last a lot longer if you filled out every page. Like, there's so many missed pages. Sarah something or other brought this book up. Looks like her Instagram is Sarah and the Giant Peach. I have to look that up. Cool. And this book was brought up March 16th, 2025. Not too long ago. But yeah, seems like the smoke's getting a little thicker. But it's not horrible. Got some clouds coming, so I should probably get out of here. Say there is threats of thunderstorms and stuff, and I don't want to get caught in any of that, so I'm not going to hang around long. All right, so long, Summit. Yeah, so I came up from that away. I'm gonna be going down that way. Come back this way a little bit. But I believe it's just on the other side of that there, rock in the distance. And the trees and stuff where I have to drop down off of the ridge. But it's been a beautiful ridge walk. Wow, loved it. Mist Mountain looks really cool over there. With the clouds and the sun on the top of the snow part. Just stands right out. You can see those big clouds up there. They came out of nowhere. Like I say, I was on the summit that long, maybe 15 minutes, and it was perfect blue sky pretty much when I came up. So, but it's kind of going that way, away from me, so I should be safe for a while. Gray jay feather. Yeah, I'm just coming down here to where it turns off, and it's also thinking it might not be so hard to find it where there's an actual trail. This is all covered in snow when I came up, which was nice for the way down. I could follow my snow tracks, or my shoe tracks down. But yeah, you can basically see the trail. You run into these rocks kind of thing, keep going down the ridge that way, and then the trail runs right down through the woods here. So hopefully it'll be pretty easy to follow. Like I said, last time it was all covered in snow. I couldn't find a trail, but there was a ton of flagging, which really helped me. I don't think I would have made it up here without that. And yeah, that pile of snow kind of just sits right in here, blows up over that ridge, and there's like, 10, 20 feet of snow back in here. You gotta crawl up over. And yeah, it's a cornice. It's not real dangerous. I mean, certain time of year it might be, but like it doesn't have a giant cliff to fall off or anything, so not too bad to get up over. But yeah, got a great trail here. Awesome. Thought I saw a piece of flagging there, but it's the fireweed. Bright pink. Yeah, the trail's a little harder to pick up down through here, but not bad. Like, you're going up basically, right? So, and there are quite a few cairns here and there. They're small, but helps in the winter. Like I say, all that flagging's gone. So, in the winter time, all you see is trees, right? And at least now I can pick up a bit of a path. Yeah, actually, there's quite a few cairns. Another one there. So, that's nice. I just ran into 3 ladies back there heading up, and a puppy. I recognize one of them from Facebook. One of the hiking groups I'm on. She posts there quite often. Looks like we might be getting to a bit of a view spot. Oh, look at that. Some flagging. I don't think that's the same stuff from 10 years ago, though. That's probably down in the river now. Yeah. Yep. Right on. Nice. And there's a hill in front of me, but I believe we go down around and on the left side of that hill. I could be wrong. It's been, like I say, 9 years, but I don't remember having to go up and down. It's too nice not to sit here and eat my cheese tea biscuit I brought with me. With a view like this and the sunshine, probably gonna head back down the trees. I'm pretty sure I come down here and then at the end of this grass, head back down into the trees and down around, like I said, that hill. Over there you can see the ridge I came up. There's where them sheep would have been that I saw. I don't know if that's in there or not, but yeah, I'm sure they're up on top of the ridge and dropped down when someone walked through there because there was fresh poop at the top. Oh yeah, right when you come down in this little dip at the end of this grassy hill, turn a bit to the left and head into the trees. See, there's a trail beaten into the grass. And then just down these trees, there's a tiny bit of an uphill, not much, but just up to the top of this next little hill, back down around. All right, going back down now. That was an unexpected uphill, probably about 50 meters or so. Hopefully there's no more surprises. I really wasn't expecting it. Like I say, it's been 9-10 years. Not too bad, it was pretty gentle, just wasn't expecting it. And back down in the trees. Yeah, I could see how it could be a little bit difficult following this trail. There's trails going every which way, and maybe they all lead the same area, I don't know, but I know, I remember this spot, and I'm pretty sure there's another trail on the map that heads down that way, and I went that way through the trees and came out into this spot. There was a lot of snow in here, but this looks to be the better route. Can't really see a trail down through there anymore, and like I say, things change over time. And we'll continue down this way. Even a spot like this, it looks like the trail kind of keeps going straight down there, but it actually turns here to the right. And I don't know, you might be able to go that way. I don't see any trails on the map. It looks pretty dense down in there, so sticking to the trail. Over there you can see the ridge I went up again. That was really nice. So yeah, definitely want to keep your map on you and keep an eye on it. I'd say I'm sure you could probably go down to the bottom of the valley down there, but you just never know. There could be a 30-foot cliff that you can't get around, and follow your trail. Well, my van's down there. Somewhere behind them trees. Oh, there it is. See the front end. Not far now. Awesome. But yeah, if you're walking up here and you were looking at that stuff, like, I don't want to go up there. You don't really have to. You get up there eventually, but up and around. This is gorgeous. I thought I was going to be in the trees the whole time. Whoop, and then a quick left. I'm assuming it's some more beaten trail and I've got to turn left eventually to get back towards my van. I think this trail comes out kind of right across from the road there where I parked. Whereas this morning I had to walk down the road to the trailhead. Hey! Always like making some noise if I'm coming around a big turn or up over one of these hills. You never know when there's a squirrel hiding out looking at you. Hey, squirrel. Well, yeah, it's the morning. How you doing, buddy? Hey. Yeah, beautiful day. Love it. Awesome. Look at that. Isn't that spectacular? Wow. Yeah, once you get over that little hill and you can see the main road, you kind of point yourself back towards the visitor center there and head in that direction. I mean, you could probably go straight down, I'm not sure, and walk the road, but stay away from the road as much as I can. But there's not much of a path or anything, it's all just grass. So yep, be back to the van in no time. Pretty good view of the whole hike here. Left the intersection there and I went up the ridge and around the ridge, and the summit is back there. And then followed that ridge down around and now down through here. And just down through the grass and trees over to the van. Not too bad. Picked up somewhat of a trail there for a minute, but maybe just a game trail. But if you're heading towards this through your fence, you're on the right path. I think their university study stuff, they try to keep the parts of the areas natural so the cows can't get in there and stuff. And I can see how it grows naturally versus the cows being out here and stuff. Hard to read, but I'm pretty sure experimental, please do not disturb stakes in or around area. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just leaving it natural. Study. These things too. These even keep the deer and stuff from eating everything. Well, the horseflies were horrible through there. Yeah, that's a beautiful drive. It's a highwood path. I believe it's the highest paved road in Canada. I could be wrong, but it's very nice. Oh, those two sheep made it all the way down to the road. I'm sure they're the same ones. Friggin' horseflies. Oh, I'm biting on me. Get. There, you're dead. Well, maybe there's 3 or 4 of them there. And then again, I might not have seen them all below me. I thought they were deer. Yeah, that was a great hike. No complaints here. Oh geez, that one's pretty big too. I think I'm gonna head this way. He stomped his back foot. I don't know if that meant anything or not, but I'm not gonna find out. Hey guys. Well, that's some nice wildlife. I haven't seen a lot this year. Hi. What are you doing? Hey. But
they kind of look like deer from behind, right? That's what I saw. Big old sheep. And there's the van. I'll be there in a minute.
Well, the best part about this hike is you can get an ice cream at the store when you're done. It's so good. Very hot and humid it feels. So, also picked up a couple of Highwood stickers. Kananaskis, good for the van. Oh yeah, great hike. It was 7 3/4 kilometer, I believe, and no, sorry, it was 8.5 kilometers, and I think 775 meters elevation gain. But I'll post it up on the screen here if it's different when I get back. But yeah, all of us, really good hike. Some people just were parked there, so I had to chat with them for a second. But yeah, all in all, a really good hike. I enjoyed it so much more this time. The loop, yeah, definitely recommend it. I enjoyed it the way I did it. I think it's less steep going up that way, but I think 6 one, half dozen the other, I guess. And yeah, of course, this place is closed in the off season, so you can only get ice cream in the summer. It's probably when you'd want it anyway, right? Yeah, got to see a few sheep and some chipmunks and squirrels, and very few people, so all in all, thumbs up. Can't beat it. Well, thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next adventure.